Good evening once again, and thank you for joining me on another exciting episode of House and Home, where we bring to you tips and ideas that we'd love for you all to try out or start being creative by at least changing a part of your lifestyle, making it a little bit more interesting or fun, and all the good things that you can ever think of. And if you're tired of having the same kind of meal every day, we've got you covered on our cooking editions, or maybe having a pretty hard time chasing after quality products. Well, shopping with Bridebell is the way to go, and we have more for you in store. As usual, we kickstart the show with cooking. This time, Chef Jack prepares the corned beef with sago. Now, if you hadn't watched Chef Jack's feature story in the last season, together with the replay episodes, well, Chef Jack is from the Gulf province, and that is one of the places in Papua New Guinea where you will find sago. Now the show must go on. Here now is Cooking with House and Home, featuring another lip-smacking recipe by Chef Jack. Enjoy.
Hello and good night, Papua New Guinea, and welcome to Cooking with Jack. Tonight I have a very special recipe to show you all, and it's one of PNG's favorite food, and it's one of our staple food from where I come from, that's from the Gulf province. And tonight we'll be cooking with sago. And the sago is going to be wrapped in the snipper palm leaf, and it'll be stuffed with our favorite corned beef. So let's start with our ingredients. We have 500 grams of sago here, and our capsicum, the red, yellow, and green. I cut them in long strips. Some diced onion and garlic, and our corned beef. So I'm going to start with our corned beef. I'm going to add some onions. Let's throw in all the onions first. Okay, that's our onions, and I add about 4 cloves of garlic. This is just to give our corned beef a bit of more flavor. Let's mix it around. Make sure to get all the onion and garlic mixed into the corned beef. That's about enough. I'm gonna put this to the side and put our leaves together. Now for these nipah palm leaves, when you go to the market, don't just go in and pick whatever leaf you see that's in the market. Make sure to pick the light green one, or it holds more moisture and doesn't bend quickly on the fire. So what I want to do, I'm going to fold it in half. I broke some broomsticks to hold it in together, so I'm going to fold it in half like this. Make sure equally in half. Fold one side in, like overlap it. Hold this part back, hold it in. And then we're going to start by threading it through with the broomstick. So you push it in, double both sides, and out the other side. See, holds up the leaf in place. So we're gonna just go through all of it. The broomsticks, I've soaked them in warm water so they don't burn quickly. For this instance, we won't be using them, we won't be cooking on the fire. We'll be cooking it in our oven. So I've set the oven to 180 degrees, and it's been preheated already. By the time I'm done with this, I'm just going to go straight into the oven. We're going to put, I think 4 or 5 should be enough. It holds the leaf in place, it doesn't open up when it's cooking. Yep, I think that should be enough, 4 should be enough. Always put another one in case it opens up. Make sure to double the leaf, and when you push it through, it goes through both of them and it comes out the other side with both leaves. This should do. Let's start on the other one. Make sure fold it equally in half. This side here, fold it down. Sits perfectly. This recipe, I started with eating this recipe when I was a little kid. My grandmother used to make it, and then my mom started making it, and then I learned how to do it. We mostly had it with quinoa shell. We had quinoa shells stuffed on the inside, and then we started using a chicken cocktail, and we started adding lamb and beef, and then we started experimenting with all kinds of protein in it. Today I decided, why not we try use corned beef? It's one of PNG's favorite canned meat, so it's better to try it out with a different style of cooking. So let's just sew up our leaves. From the heat, so that's about it. Let's put this to the side. So now I'm going to put the sago into the leaf. And the easier way to put the sago in, most people when they try for the first time, they struggle with putting the sago in and try to wrap the sago again. It's better to flatten your leaf out like this, hold it down, and then you gently, not put too much. If you make it too thick, you end up having more sago and not enough meat. Make sure you flatten the leaf down like this and just spread the sago out. So what it does, when you fold the leaf, the sago just falls in and covers up the meat. So not too much, just about enough. You're gonna spread it out. One thing about sago, when you cook it, it swells up. So if you put a lot, it's gonna get really thick when you cook it. Just fill in those little gaps where you see that are open. Put some up on the outside. And then just pat it down so it stays stuck to the leaf. It doesn't fall off when you accidentally move the leaf around. Okay, it's time to add our corned beef. Let's move this to the side. I use a spoon. And just light right in the middle. And now I'm gonna put our capsicum inside. This is the modern twist I'm adding to. Normally you can just dice them up and mix them with your protein, but this time I'm gonna just throw them inside and line them up. That's about it. So don't overstuff your sago. You might end up looking for space to close it. I've learned, I get excited sometimes and put a lot of meat and a lot of other ingredients inside, and when I try to close it now, I struggle to close it. So you see what I mean by spreading the sago on the outside? When you close it, it sits perfectly, just covers up everything. So just give it a bit of squeeze like this, and the sago sits perfectly on the inside. So now what you're just gonna do is you're gonna add the sago at the top like this. Just cover it at the top. Sago again. Just a little bit at the back here. And that's it. Okay, it's time to close it up now. Bring the bowl carefully over here. The same as you did when you put the leaf together. One side you overlap when you fold it up. Okay. Just squeeze like this, and then just stitch it up. Go in, out. Try a stronger one. Yes, there we go. That's it. And then now we're just gonna hold it to all of them. Now I'll close it off now. I went through all the leaves. You see the other side is closed off so it doesn't fall out. So that's one. Now let's move on to the other one. Don't forget to flatten your leaf down. Drop the sago in. Okay, so just lightly spread out the sago evenly on the side. So I mentioned earlier, when you close up the leaf, it easily covers up the meat on the inside. You place it right in the middle. Okay, that's about it. Now it's time to fold our sago. Let's add some more sago to cover the top. And slowly sprinkle them on top. Push it all the way through and out the other side, through both leaves. For the last one, make sure to push it all the way through to the other side and back into the other side, so it pulls off the sago, doesn't pour out when you're cooking or turning it around over the fire. So our sago is ready for the oven now, but before you put it into the oven, I'm just gonna cut the ends of the leaf off so it sits in the oven without taking up too much space. This should do. So our sago is gonna go into the oven now. We're gonna put it in for about 20-25 minutes at 180 degrees. So our 25 minutes is up and our corned beef wrapped in sago is ready to come out of the oven. Let's go take it out. Let's put our oven off. Oh, the smell, you can smell the garlic and the onion. It smells so nice. It's pretty hot, so just slide it off the wire rack onto your chopping board. Okay. It's time to open it up. Smells so nice. So that's our first one. Okay, it's time to plate up our corned beef wrapped in sago. And you can have it with some sweet chili sauce or whichever sauce you prefer. There you have it, a taste of Gulf Province with a modern twist to it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something tonight.
What a way to kickstart the show once again. Chef Jack always has that magical insight on how to mix up simple ingredients and turn them into delicious recipes that you can simply try out and indulge yourself in. I wonder what he's planning to bring to the show in the coming episodes. Welcome back. With Brian Bill's ongoing double discount specials and promotions for the Nest Fund and the #1 Super members, you could walk away with more by just spending with a discount of 30%. Now, you don't get a chance like that all the time, but Brian Bill still has that going on, and you don't want to miss out. So here's more with Leon on Shopping with Brian Bell. Enjoy.
Welcome to another Shopping with Brian Bell. I'm Leon Gawi, your one and only host, and this is the show where we'll give you some great insight into products and promotions you can find at any Brian Bell Home Center nationwide. Now, this segment is specifically designed or dedicated to our NCSL, Number One Super Limited, and our NAS Fund members that come to shop with us. There's lots to discuss, so without further delay, ladies and gentlemen, let's go and see what this segment's all about. If you come in now and shop at any Brian Bell Home Center nationwide, you get double the discount that you would normally get if you used your membership ID to get a 15% discount. When you shop here at Brian Bell now, you get 30%. That's right, everything in shop at a 30% discount for you, but only if you use your NAS Fund or Number One Super Limited membership ID. Now, if you wanted furniture, it's 30% off. Or if you wanted a new set of plates, that's 30% off. Or if you wanted a new blender, that's 30% off. And now is your chance. And all you have to show is your Number One Super or your NAS Fund ID card at the checkouts. And you get a 30% discount. Take, for example, we have two public holidays coming up. The first one is Repentance Day on the 27th of August, and the next one after that is Independence Day on the 16th of September. Now, these are two very important days for us, and it's a time when we'll get around to visit family and friends. There'll be a lot of kai-kais and sing-sing celebrations. So on those days, obviously, you'll need something to help you get to those events. One of the great brands that you can find here that can help you along is Coleman, and the range of Coleman products that can help you during these times in PNG. Here at Brian Bell, there is a range of eskies that can suit your needs, whether it's big or small, like our range of soft coolers that are great for you to pick up with some ice packs. Simply freeze the ice packs overnight and keep them in your soft cooler with your drinks. The easy-to-carry sling spreads the weight on your shoulder, making it easier for you to carry. Now, if you're after something a little bit bigger to put on the back of your ute or in the boot of your car so you can help keep your beverages cool, then our eskies are fantastic for that. And there's a great range that can suit your every need depending on whatever size you're after. Now, also during these public holidays, there will be a lot of outdoor activities. Now, a great way to keep the sun away from you and your family so you can better enjoy the festivities is with a Coleman gazebo. And you can get that from here at Brian Bell so it can help you enjoy the festivities better. And the great thing is that you can get all these great Coleman products now at a massive 30% discount simply by shopping with your NAS Fund or Number One Super ID card. It's that simple. Present your ID at the checkout when you want to make your purchase, and you get a 30% discount when you shop at any Brian Bell nationwide. Now, like I mentioned before, this 30% applies to all products across all divisions here in Brian Bell. So if you've been saving up to buy a new stove for your house, then this is the perfect opportunity because it's 30% off simply by showing your NAS Fund or Number One Super ID card at the checkout. Forget about breaking firewood to build fires or cooking over an open fire. Get this stove now at a 30% discount and cook up a storm in your house cook or kitchen, and it's more affordable. Now, if you're the person responsible for doing laundry around the house, getting the kids' clothes and uniforms ready for school, plus your partner's uniforms or shirts ready to go to work, then now's the perfect time for you to come and pick up one of these washing machines, because if your washing machine isn't cooperating with you and helping you out, plus you have a million other tasks to do around the house, this is the perfect opportunity for you to get one of these washing machines from Brian Bell now at 30% off. We have many great big name brand washing machines that you can choose from, like Simpson, Samsung and Fisher & Paykel. That would be a great addition to your home to help you assist with your chores. And the best part is that this is 30% off because of the double discount with Number One Super and NAS Fund. Well, we've come to the end of this segment, and if there's anything you should take away from this segment is that there's a massive 30% discount on here at Brian Bell only if you show your NAS Fund or your Number One Super ID cards when you want to make a purchase of anything store-wide here at Brian Bell. Now, this is nationwide, so whenever you shop and you want to check out, use your ID cards and get a 30% discount from us here at Brian Bell. So if you've been saving up to buy something from Brian Bell, then come on in and shop with us and use this or take advantage of this 30% special that you can find here at Brian Bell. And always remember, quality products, great services, and great value. That's Brian Bell. I'll see you next time. But for now, goodbye and God bless.
There you have it, double discount still going on. This is an awesome opportunity to save up and make use of your membership IDs for both Nest Fund and Number One Super. Pass the word on to your friends and families who are members to drop by and check out the nearest Brian Bell stores. We have Healthy Minds coming up after this short breather. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Still on the topic of trauma and disaster, this time Dr. Ami points out insights on adjusting to children's responses. How do they handle this? Whom do they look up to? How do we guide them? Well, here now is Healthy Minds with Dr. Ami.
Hi viewers, welcome to our Healthy Mind show. Well, we are in the track of understanding disaster and trauma. How do we cope when we face this situation? Today, we are going to talk all about how do we adjust to the experience. I'm sure we have already learned about the common responses when you are facing any disaster and trauma, but today we will talk coping with disaster and trauma, especially the general principles, and there are ways how we can adjust to this experience. It's not easy or same the experience when every one of us go through. Each and every one has a different personality and they have a different way of adjusting to their life or to the experience what they have gone through, which is not very nice to them. The general principle I must bring to you is number one, you have to recognize. If you don't recognize, you don't get well very fast. So recognize the stressful experience and accept you are going through. It is bothering you. And it is important the moment you accept that the psychological reaction what you're going through is because of that disaster or any trauma, the moment you refuse it, you're not going to get better. But you accept it, yes, you will get better very fast. Number two, seek out the people's physical and emotional support. Many times we want to bottle up the feelings that people, you underestimate that, oh, I will be fine, I'll be all right. Don't get up there and ask for help to come and bring everything down without bottling it up. Number three, try not to block the thoughts of the incidents, avoiding or you wanted to run away from that incident. So rather you will need to think about it and open up to get to a trustworthy friends and openly discuss and talking about it over and over again by you also rousing these feelings and within that 2 weeks and what has happened, how we can get help, talk about it. That's not whinging or I'm not talking about gossiping, I'm not talking about, but really sit down with a trustworthy pen. Okay, number four, following the trauma, we are more vulnerable to incidents or accidents and things because our mind is not concentrating. We have been hijacked with the thoughts which is bothering you at the back, whatever kind trauma, or whether man-made or disaster or natural disaster. People, when you're driving car, you have to be very careful. You'll be listening to the music or you're not concentrating and the mobile phone is on the hand and typing or texting and mind is preoccupied. You have to be very careful about that. You might meet accidents and things, and when you're doing other things, especially you are vulnerable for other issues. These are general principles to look at it. The helpful hints for yourself to take care on the physical side, because I talked about physical side. Well, let me tell you, get plenty of water, plenty of rest. If you regular exercises are important, and also reduce the use of stimulants like coffee, tea, and all those things. Do not get numb about the issues, but talk about it. Don't take alcohol. important to be spiritually strengthened, and make time for relaxation, muscle relaxations, or meditations and things where the physical area you can take care of it. Number 2, behavior. What would you, how would you, the hints for yourself are, try to resume your normal duty fast as possible. Don't go barapim na go lock up room na sit down na karai stuff. Get up na go back to your work or go back to the place quickly as possible to attempt and motivate yourself. Sometimes you will want to be alone. It is okay to be alone. I'm not saying no, don't be. Okay to be alone is very important, but don't be there too long in that area. Do things and enjoy and be nice to yourself. Schedule at least one pleasurable things for each activity each day. Get something done. You may wish to try to help others who have been going through these issues. Don't make a major decision at this point of time. Don't ever make, okay, I want to resign, I want to do, don't do that, okay? Now about thoughts, what can you do? The recurring thoughts about disaster, trauma and things, flashbacks will be there. Don't try to take them light, but they will decrease over the time, but get more help. Talk about the incidents and feeling about people, and can even be painful, but talk about it, get over it in the thoughts. Some people will find that keeping a journal or diary and jot it down, it's okay, but especially you can't talk to the other people. You may do it, but it's fine, it's okay, also good. Emotionally, get yourself permission to feel rotten. It's good to feel rotten, bad and everything, it's okay, but traumatic experience, feeling unpleasant, yes, don't react to it. You can always cope with the while, but get over it. Well, viewers, the normal reaction, these are the hints for you, but I want to tell the others around these traumatized people, understand them better and give some time for them and get them help early as possible and treat them early as possible. You can be back to normal and enjoy your one and only life. Next time, we'll talk more on disaster and trauma. Until then, take care and bye-bye now.
Very important insights by Dr. Ambi on healthy minds. Children are our future leaders and we need to guide them no matter what it takes. Thank you, Dr. Ambi. A quick breather up. When we come back, we have Home Decors with a creative DIY. Stay watching. Welcome back, everyone. You're watching House and Home. Thank you so much for joining me. This week on Home Decors, I have prepared a few creative tips and ideas to help you decorate your home. So join me now on another crafty DIY on how to make decorative pom-pom flowers. Enjoy. Well, I have prepared something crafty to start off with. It's a quick and easy project that you can do in less than 30 or 20 minutes. And we're making some beautiful pom-pom flowers. Here's how they look like. With all that's been said, let's start off with our first pom-pom. So I have my first color here. This is the red color. What I'm gonna do is to start off with the first pom-pom. So here's what you can do. Okay, there you go. And then take your wool, the rest, and start wrapping. So you're just wrapping. So you can do like 60 to 70 wraps or 80, even 100. It depends on how big you want the pom-poms to be like. And there you have it. This is our first pom-pom. Look at how it looks like. Yay. I'm just gonna repeat the same process with the other two, with this color. I just chose two colors because this is for the branch. So we're gonna get to that later on in the process. So do the same process. Like I said, you're just repeating the same thing. Cut right here. And take the wool and start wrapping. So what you're doing is just wrapping all the way around. Okay, I'm just starting off with the first branch and then I'll work on the next one. Now you can see that I'm done with the branches. The next thing we're doing is to connect the pom-poms with the branches. So I've already done a couple of pom-poms right here. So let me see, how many branches do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna go with 3